What's your bottom line?
Well, my bottom line is what the people are reporting and how they feel. I mean, they're in a situation where they're very concerned, and they're in a situation where they absolutely do not trust what they are being told. Most of the restaurants where we were at, advertise we're using bottled water, please, we're not using the tap, come in. The residents are still complaining that off and on they smell things. They're still complaining that when they use the water, they are noticing burns on their hands, rashes on their scalp, sore throat, headache. Yet they're continually told that it's safe to drink the water. So they're feeling a great deal of frustration, and many of them are going to err on the side of the caution, and they're just simply not using their water at this time.
You saw our report that a criminal investigation is now underway. Is that justified? What do you think? Should there be this kind of investigation?
Oh, I absolutely think that there absolutely should be. I mean, there's got to become a time where we wake up and we start holding whoever did this accountable for what has happened. 300,000 people were rendered no water. We don't know the future outcome of them or their health. It's a trespass. You're out on the street and you assault somebody. What happens? You get filed criminal charges. You go to jail. And I think it is time. I think it's way past time that we step up to the plate, hold people accountable, and those criminal charges absolutely should be looked at.
You trust the Centers for Disease Control, the CDC, which is suggesting that based on their tests over the years, some of them going back 20 years on apes, if you will, that the water is safe in West Virginia?
For me, I think that's risky business. And I say that from my experience of being out there for 22 years involved in different chemicals, hexavalent chromium being one of them, and finding out way too late, oh, oops, we were wrong. That level was too high. And the damage has already been done. I really think that CDC and these agencies need to err on the side of caution and protect the health and welfare of people first. When you don't know that 1 ppm will or won't hurt you, what trace amount can or can't harm a child, and wait till you find out that it's too late.
I want to correct, the CDC tests were on rats, not on apes. So clearly that's not good enough for you right now, yes. Not good enough for a lot of the folks who have to deal with this on a very day-to-day personal basis. Is it just drinking the water? What about taking a shower? What about boiling the water and using the water after it's been boiled?
That's something that's very concerning to us, and we have clearly shared with people, especially a hot shower. It gets steamy. The inhalation factor, we've encouraged them to please take very short showers if they're washing in hot water, to keep the house open and well ventilated, and clearly continue to use caution about whether they drink it or not, and most people are not. But inhalation is always a factor, and we have expressed our concern and shared that with most of the folks.
So you wouldn't even use the water to do your laundry in a washing machine?
Well, a lot of people are reporting that their clothes are falling apart, they're stained, they have an oily substance on them, that when they use the washing machine and it's hot water, that they can smell it in the house. So a common precaution for them would be, if you smell it and you are observing that, wash in cold water, take quick showers. I've had many reports of people who aren't taking showers at all, and they're saying, we're going on 4 weeks of this, and they still report their water looks funny, there's oily substances. And for them, it's like, I don't care what the trace amount is. It should be zero tolerance. We do not have the assurance yet that our water is safe, and they're still sending their children to school with bottled water, and they're taking every precaution, and I would do the same.
How do we fix this to make sure this never happens again?
Oh, well, there's a lot that we have to do. I mean, it's 2014 in the United States of America, and we're not prepared for a situation like this. I think there has to be an overhaul and greater oversight. Listen, regulations are already on the book. You can bank they're probably going to put more on the book. But if we don't start enforcing these regulations, our conversation is pointless, and this will continue to happen. So we've got to have people on the ground that go out and oversee these tank farms above ground, below ground. And if we're going to set new regulations, we need to be prepared to enforce them so this type of problem does not continue to happen. Because I think we've learned here that it takes very little water to damage a whole lot of people, and that we'll have another crisis on our hands. So we have to have better oversight. And if we got new regulations on the books, we need to be prepared to follow through with that and enforce what we've just put into place, or otherwise it's useless.